So today we've got a lot to do. We're gonna get a baler prepped. I sold a baler for a friend of mine who passed away, and I have to get some tires fixed on it because the guy who bought it's gonna haul it about 100 miles behind a pickup truck. So I'm gonna bring it over here to the shop and get some tires on it. But first I gotta move this thing. So wait for it to warm up for a minute. So once we get that done, then we've got to put some tires back on this field roller that's out here and start working on the water on our mix tank stands. So there's a bunch of stuff to do. But interesting, I was in town this morning, stopped by good friends of mine, SI Workwear. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. Cade, one of the owners in there, said I should look at these new boot inserts because they know I have sore feet and I complain about my feet all the time. So I'm trying it. This is not a paid endorsement. I paid full price for these, but I'm going to give you an honest review on it. But I can tell you already they feel a lot better. So these things are called Power Step Orthotics, and they basically, you stand on some sort of a little pad and they look at your feet from the pressure imprint and determine what type of insole you need. And I've used the heatable ones from Red Wing for years and like those. Those are great. It turns out the same company makes those for Red Wing. So kind of an interesting deal. But I stood on the little machine there and it kind of measured my feet, and Cade said I would love these. So anyway, I'm gonna give it a try. I'll let you know how it turns out at the end of the day, because my feet kill me at the end of a day, and hopefully it'll be a little better. So anyway, let's go over and get a baler hooked up, and then we'll get on to what's next. So we're running over here to get this baler now. Going by, they're installing a bunch of cabling in here. They're doing some utility work, and I had to stop and make sure they're not gonna plow down to our barn today, because we've got to have it marked where there's electric and water and networking that I've got run down to that barn. I feel bad for you guys. I see all these other YouTubers and their trucks are pristine and perfect, and you know, it's not. It's a work truck. Yeah. My wife keeps an awful clean car. I don't. This is my work truck. Me and my dog are in here every day. Good thing to always keep a couple extra pins in the truck. So older BR70, 7090 5x6 baler. Nice baler. Good enough to get a quarter of a mile. I'm gonna take these tires up. They're holding air good, but guy's gonna pull them quite a ways. So I told him I'd go down and have some tubes put in them. So that's the job for this morning. Get some jack stands over here. Farm fence. That's what I love. Alright, so those are off. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to leave that hooked up to my service truck, and I'm going to put those tires in my little runaround. tell you, I've been moving around quite a bit, and so far they feel a lot better. So I have all the tires, well, all the tires but one, pulled off of that field roller. And so they were getting fixed yesterday. So I'm going to take these tires here in and hopefully pick up those 3 tires so I can get those back on, get that folded up, and get back at it. All right, 2 Baylor tires dropped off, picked up 3 other old tires for an implement, and now headed back to the farm. I get those put on. One of the things that I never expected when I started farming was the sheer volume of tires we have to deal with. I'll bet we have 50, easily 50 tires that we have to deal with, and at any one point, something's flat, something's losing air, it is a constant battle. Having a good relationship with a couple of tire shops is a good thing. Sometimes Jimmy's guys can't get out, and they can get out to the farm. Sometimes we just need it fast. Like today, I wanted to get that job done pretty quick, so I bring it into town here, and Tim takes care of me. All right, so here we are. The next job, we got to put the tires back. Ooh, that was pretty bad. All right, put the tires back on this. So let's get that job done. So you know how when you do something really stupid, you have to pay the price? Well, I moved a piece of equipment after I had pulled some lugs out of it, and I've lost most of my lug nuts here. So I've got to walk around and see if I can find them. All right, well that took a long time, so I think I found them all. All right, well that's another job done. So I'm going to take the tank out of this stand. I've got 2 of these things. These were originally, I think they were side mount tanks on an old Steiger tractor. I'm going to take the tanks out. So I've got to take these straps off. I'm going to take the tank out. I'm going to pressure wash this up, kind of sand it a little bit, and just put a quick coat of just rattle can spray paint on it, just because it's starting to rust a little bit. I'm going to have it sitting outside. These are going to be our fertilizer, our liquid fertilizer kind of mix tank. So we'll put our mix in here and then pump it into the sprayer. Hay customer coming over. I've got to load some just beautiful hay. We ran out of hay. We were sold out by December 1st, and so I called a friend of mine who's also he farms 800 or 900 acres of hay, and if you check him out, Schrock Farms, Papa Schrock Farms, I think is the way they call it, but just beautiful. It's got some alfalfa, some grass, just some beautiful hay. And I have a customer coming over to pick up those 9 bales. Are the last, they're the last big square bales. I've got them staged over here. The last big square bales we have. I've got about 150 round bales that already purchased. I take them down to a cattle farm down south of town, and that'll sort of get it done, and then we're ready to bale a bunch more. getting close to the end of the day. It's 5:30, 6 o'clock, something like that. Got to do an oil change. Got to do an oil change on this SVL 95, our track loader. So it needs an oil change. We got the first of those water tanks pulled apart. I'll have to pressure wash those when I get the pressure washer out next week. Brought our lawnmower in. Need to do an oil change on the lawnmower. Have tires coming for the baler. Got to put tires on an old golf cart and then replace all the batteries on that. Put our spot sprayer, I've got to get it set up and in the gator and then run electric because I want to be able to turn the pumps on and off from here. So I'm going to mount a 12-volt switch on that. Let's see. We have all of our twines. We have nuts and bolts and parts. I've got to get steering cylinder rebuilt and a bunch of other stuff. So, but I'll tell you, I'll finish out today. You know what? I got to say, those new orthotic things for that my friends over at SI Workwear sold me this morning, my feet do not hurt this morning. I'm not going to say there's some magical cure for everything, but I'll tell you, by this time in the day, my feet are usually pretty sore, and they are not sore right now. So, you know, check out SI Workwear. There's some good friends of mine, siworkwear.com. I think they're working on their site, but getting ready for e-commerce stuff. But anyway, check these guys out. They're really good. And I'll see you in the next video.